Alright, didn't feel like getting all logged into Final Fantasy 14. So we're gonna keep going with this one. We're in Luca. I'm gonna try to get a bunch of items around the city. Spend my time doing that. I gotta take some chicken out of a crock pot around 4, so I got like 25-ish minutes to do all this. Not in any hurry. However far I get. These guys are going for the Luca Goers or the Kilika Beasts. Master Kilika doesn't make many public appearances. He's getting too old for that. I'm glad I got here safely. Don't want another SS Leaky incident. Yeah, of course. If I can catch one glimpse of Master Mike, I'll have something to brag about back home. Man, this tournament is going to rock. Even the big man is here to see the game. I assume that big man means Micah. Alright, let's go south. Can I? We have sealed off all access to the stadium for the time being. We're trying to control the mad rush. Okay. So I can't go south. The red arrow was pointing north, but I don't want to, like, further the storyline. We'll see. Oh, it wants us to go to Master Micah's ship, probably. So we'll see if we can just keep avoiding that. Oh, can't. Just gonna get steamrolled into it. Alright.
Can't see a thing.
So it's a large crowd, and you can't even get through it or see over it.
Shh.
But Wok is here to shush you. There are some oddly... There's like a couple rotund beings that are banging on their drum bellies. There's a couple like large kind of saxophone-shaped horns. And then there's some guards, and then down the gangplank.
That's a Guado, right?
Who could it be?
Isn't that Maesters Seymour?
And then this Maester Seymour character takes a knee, and then turns back to the gangplank, takes a knee, starts doing the Yevon hand motions as a much older man comes down the gangplank with his retinue.
People of Spirit, I thank you for your generous welcome.
And this is Micah.
Rise, Maester Seymour, and all of you as well.
Okay, good chance to describe Micah. Older man, got a white beard, white mustache that kind of droops down, white hair that goes just about to his shoulders on the left and right. He's got a dark cap on. It has a little gold symbol in the front middle of it. He's got one of those, I'm going to call it a shawl. So it goes over his shoulders down to like in between his pecs, kind of towards the middle top of his pecs, and then back up on either side. So it's like kind of like it just covers his shoulders and a part of his upper sternum area. And then he's robes on. They're kind of black with some silver lines down the front. And then toward the sides, they got some silver lines, and then their sides are red. He's got kind of puffy sleeves. That are kind of yellowish. I guess kind of yellowish goldish, kind of a very muted gold. The cuffs are purple, like a bright, a nice standout purple. And then furthermore, like he's kind of got mittens on that are darker colored. I think that's pretty good.
I present to you the son of Maester Giskel Guado, who departed for the far plain a fortnight past. As some of you already know, he has been officially ordained a Maester of Yevon.
I wanted to wait for a better chance to describe Seymour, Maester Seymour slowly, but he's a very tall man. Probably taller, around as tall as Kamari, maybe a little bit shorter. He's got blue, spiky hair. Well, okay. He's got tendrils of kind of spiky hair coming off from a couple different angles. But it's all like on purpose. Doesn't wear much in the way of a shirt. Has a necklace on. Bare-chested, but does have kind of a robe that kind of goes up from his arms. Kind of like a really wide popped collar, basically, kind of thing. But it's as if you were to wear a robe and have it completely open, and then it goes up from where it hits your shoulders on the sides of your body, kind of.
I am Seymour Guado. I am honored to receive the title of Maester. In life, my father Jiskel worked to foster friendship between man and Guado. I vow to carry on his legacy and to fulfill my duties as Maester to the best of my abilities.
I paused it a second too late.
You too. Bow your head.
Okay, the rest of his outfit. So yeah, bare-chested. There's a really, 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 really long, deep V that goes basically to almost his waist, and then there's that kind of purple part that kind of was the puffed up, like super wide collar, basically popped collar thing. That is pretty much only his sleeves. The middle part that kind of makes the V is red, kind of like some red velvet lines. He's got an aquamarine sash tied around in a bow on his waist, and then the lower part of his body is covered by like a dress robe that's all purple. He apparently zooms in on Yuna with his eyes, but then walks away.
It psychs you up, yeah? All right, last meeting before the match. How so?
Riding along in my automobile. Yeah, I'll save it, sure. What the heck? I didn't get any chance.
Where's Waka?
Let the matchup draws.
You've entered the locker room with all the Besaid Aurochs, and they all...
We had to play the Gorers in the first match last year.
They don't seem very excited to play.
The year before that, and the one before that, too.
Well, we would have lost to anyone anyway.
Get Waka.
We're playing the Albed Sykes first. If we win, we're in the finals. That's right, we got seeded. 2 wins, and we're the champions. First things first. Let's go over the basics again, boys.
If you were a team that was close to winning the champions, or that was in championship tournament, I would think the basics would be the last. Like, you should have those down by like a lot. Blitzball tutorial, moving. In Blitzball, there are 5 players per team in the sphere pool. The overhead map shows all the players' current positions and the direction each is facing. Here, only one team is shown in the field. Titus is carrying the ball now. The ball carrier is displayed as a circled arrow on the maps. Okay, yeah. Now let's watch the players move. As Titus moves forward on the field, the arrows kind of just, they stay in position in kind of like an X shape with him until he gets close to the goal, and then chaos. By default, player movement is set to auto, so everyone moves around the pool automatically. Use the overhead map to check the player's positions. The triangular frame inside the red circles the opposing team's goal. Here it is. The Gus goal is always on the left-hand side of the overhead map. Let's resume. Try to keep track of position. I'm not controlling anything right now. It's just... Next, let's try moving the ball carrier manually. Press triangle. Manual. You've now enabled manual movement. Plus blah, blah, blah. Cool. Finally. Only the ball carrier can move up manually. All other players stay on auto. Note that it becomes harder to manage your teammates while manually controlling the carrier. This mode is recommended for veteran blitzers. Screw that. Triangle again. I'm assuming you want me to put it back in auto. Okay, yeah. Pressing between manual and available modes. Yeah, yeah. Let's go on. Let's move on. Okay. Okay. In manual A mode, the direction of movement corresponds to the overhead map. Yeah, yeah. In addition to manual A, there is also a mode called manual B. Stick with auto movement for now. Whatever. Movement modes are only applicable when you're on offense. When you're on defense, your entire team moves on auto. Use the overhead map to keep track of ball. Change modes up. Players on. Move on defense. Cool. Action commands. In order to make a player perform an action, you must choose an action command. When you can press square to open the window. Press square. The game pauses while the action command window is open, so you have ample time to think about your next move. Pass, shoot, dribble. That is explained elsewhere. Please select dribble. Okay, so dribble. 3 available commands: pass, shoot, dribble. Dribble simply removes or renews the movement thing. Pass and shoot are most important commands. That's just a recap. Passing. Look at passing. Press square. Select pass. Select a receiver for your pass. Hit stats are shown at the top right. His stats. Their stats. Okay. Okay. So I want to pass to... Oh, they all have 10 pass. I never really noticed that before. Pass it over to Dotto. Dotto has the ball. Stats determine the outcome of each pass. Take a look at the number shown next to PA. PS pass. Number 10 represents Dotto's passing accuracy. Let's pass the ball back to Titus. Pass. Titus. You'll see that the passing stat slowly winds down. So it goes from once it leaves the hands of the passer, it goes from like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 until it hits the player they're passing to. Yes, I noticed the gradual decrease. I just explained it. Friction of the water causes that. PA reaches 0, the pass becomes uncatchable. So only pass as far as you are passing. Let's watch Titus throw a bad pass. So we'll set his PA to 3. So he has 3 pass just for this. We'll pass it, or try to Dotto. It goes from 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh no. So it's going to bounce off Dotto. Dotto fumbles the ball. Luckily, the next closest player was one of... Oh. I always thought it was the next closest player catches the ball. I think that's true. I don't have a way to test it right now. Shooting. Let's look at shooting. Very similar to passing. Player shooting shows SH. I have 10. Shot loses SH as it travels through the water, just as it passes PA. A shot that reaches the goal with a shot of at least one will score. If a shot's SH is depleted, it will fail. A goalkeeper defends the goal from Titus' shots. Let's do it. Open the window, square. Select shoot. Once you select shoot, the goalkeeper's stats appear beneath yours. Rowdy has a catching score of 8. Your teammates' stats are displayed as a blue background. The opposing teams are red. CA represents the goalkeeper's ability to catch. In this example, Rowdy's got 8. Let's resume. We're going to see the shot go from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Check Titus' shot now. It's at 1. Since kind of like 1. We take the shots SH and subtract the goalkeeper's CA. If no SH remains, the shot fails. Be aware that the actual CA applied here is randomized, ranging from 50 to 150% of the goalie's current CA. So it always gives a chance, but there's no way. Like, yeah. Here the goalkeeper's catch of 8, so it could be anywhere from 4 to 12. Let's see whether the shot's SH4 will remove 0, but no, he catches the ball. Shot failed because it hit 0. Just try scoring a goal, switch to manual, zoom closer, and try shooting from there. Isn't it triangle? Wait, I'm not closer though. Hold on. I'm not closer. I just bumped up my shot, even though I'm way far away still. I tried switching to manual. You didn't let me. Oh, I'm on manual. Okay. Wait, am I on manual? Why is it not going the way that I want it to? It's going in some weird freaking directions. All right, now I'm right next to the goalie. I'll try to shoot. It stays at 15. The goalie subtracts 5 out of the 8 it could possibly. I mean, the 12 it could possibly. Blah, blah, blah. Recap. Okay, cool. Using hit points. Most of all players expend HP to perform actions. Think of HP as stamina. If it drops to... They're going to remain conscious even if it drops to 0, though. Whoever has the ball steadily loses HP while carrying it through the water. Watch how Titus's HP falls from 100 as it carries the ball. It falls pretty quickly. Like, it falls by like 10 every couple seconds. Yep. Shooting and passing also consume HP. Are you gonna... Am I doing it? Okay. Select shoot. I have 26 HP. It's gonna cost 10. Okay. So I'm down to 16 with that 10 shot. Everything requires HP. When the HP runs low, your shots are only half as effective if your HP is below 10. And all those things are highlighted in blue, so they're going to be crap now. So now I only have a shot at 5. There's almost no way this could score. There's definitely no way it could score now. Each player slowly regains HP as they don't have the ball. Encounters. An encounter occurs when opposing players come in contact with the ball carrier. If you're the ball carrier, the action command menu will open. You must then decide on a course of action in the face of opposing players. So Titus is about to hit Bixen. Bixen rushes. For now, select no break. We'll explain breakthroughs later. No break. Bixen stands in Titus's way. His stats are displayed at the top right. The action command window appears. You can pass. I'm passing through Bixen's block stat of 2, and I have a pass of 10, so it's going to lose 2. Opposing players try to block. Status 2. Pass losing amount of PA hit block equals block. Yep. The actual calculation is slightly randomized apparently, but if PA falls to 0 or less, the ball is intercepted by the opposing player. The example, PA is 10, BL is 2, this result is about 8. As long as PA is at least 1, the pass goes through. Once through, the pass continues to expand to the receiver. So I'm going to try to pass backwards to Dotto, but it's still contested by his block. I lose 2 on my pass. It still gets to Dotto because I got 4 left. And success. Now let's see what happens when the defender's player is much higher. So, run into Bixen again. Bixen's block is 18. We'll no break. We'll try to pass. Back to Dotto. And Bixen catches it. Results in a turnover. Some encounters have multiple defenders. Let's see how that works. So I'm running into Bixen and Abbas at the same time. No. I'm going to try to no break. Shows their stats. Block 4, block 2. Since the results are randomized, it won't necessarily equal 4. Pass. Try to go back to Dotto again. 2, took away 4, took away 3, and it fails. Luckily, one of my players is closest, so they catch the ball. It's a good thing to keep in mind if yeah. Anyway, trying to shoot a goal through 2 players. Bixen and Abbas. No break. Shoot. You attempt to shoot, the goalkeeper also comes in, so now you're facing 3 opponents. Subtract the stats shown below, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, there's no way. 10 shot, -6. And then Abbas misses it on his attempt to block. But Rowdy catches the ball because it hits 0 long before it got to him. And a summary. Alright. Breakthroughs. Breakthroughs in this section. Grav is rushing. Oh, I got 3 of them on me. Ruh-roh. You can counter 3 opposing players. Pass is 17 right now. Defender's blocking stats mean it's going to come out to less than 0, so any attempt at passing will fail. You can try a breakthrough here. The ball carrier will attempt to shake off defenders breaking through their tackles. If we withstand their tackles, the breakthrough succeeds and the fewer defenders remain. So I can try passing through fewer defenders. Let's try breaking through Grav. He's got 7 attack. I've got 11 in endurance. So we will break to Grav. Grav's going to try a tackle. If I can't withstand the tackle, I'll give up the ball. So it's my endurance versus his 7 attack. So 11 versus 7. After that, I'm going to try to pass. So Grav does take off his 7 from my endurance. I'm left with 4. Now Grav can't block attacks anymore, so now I'm only subtracting 8 from my passing score of 17. It'll be much easier. Dado receives the ball just fine. So always, if you can, try to break through as many players as you can before trying to pass or shoot. Tech copy. Players can learn techniques from their opponents. It's called tech copy. First, have one of your players mark an opponent who knows a desirable technique. Now, and you do that in the beginning of the game when you're setting up your teams and whatnot. That player will keep an eye on that opponent in order to learn his techniques. Bixen has rushed me. Select break to Bixen here. I got 9 endurance, he's got 6 attack. Tech copy appears at the top of the screen when a player uses a technique. When a player uses a technique during a game. This indicates a window of opportunity to learn the technique. Press X at the right time in order to learn it. Let's try it now. So I thought I was breaking through. Oh, I'll pass afterwards, sure. Okay. Select dribble. Venom tackle. Tech copy popped up. I hit X. I learned Venom tackle. Somebody learned Venom tackle. Only one player will learn the technique at a time. So if you have multiple players marking one player to learn a technique, you gotta get hit with it several times, pretty much. If my levels are much lower than my opponent's levels, I'll have a lot of difficulty learning the technique. You can equip the technique at halftime or before the next match. Stats. HP is spent when carrying the ball, spent when shooting and passing, recovers when moving without the ball, and pass and shot are halved when HP is too low. Endurance is your ability to withstand tackles. The opposing stat is attack. Passing is your passing accuracy. Higher passes will enable longer. Higher PA enables longer passes. Opposing status block. Shoot is shooting. SH is shooting skill. Higher SH enables longer shots. Opposing stats are block and catch. Attack is your strength of your attacks. It opposes endurance. Block is the strength of your blocking shots and passes. Yeah. And then catch is goalkeeper's ability to catch shots. Status ailments. Poison accelerates loss of HP while the player has the ball. Poison players do not recover HP even when rid of the ball. In time, poison runs its course. Poison also disables techniques. Shooting techs are lost first, followed by tackling techs and passing techs if the poison effects are stacked with pile venom. I'm not sure I knew all that. I don't know how much I've actually gone through this tutorial ever, anytime I've ever played Blitzball. Because I think I had a guide back when I played this on PS1 or PS2, whenever I think it's PS2. sleep. Player is unable to act when put to sleep. I knew that. Player will wake after a while or when he is hit by the ball. So you can try passing to the sleeping player. But you have to. They're gonna miss the pass, so you gotta hope that the closest player to the passed to player is one of yours to catch the dropped ball. Wither reduces a single stat by half, and the effects wear off over time. And that's it, apparently. Techniques. You learn Blitzball techniques by tech copying them from opposing players or by using the prizes given to the top teams of each season or tournament. Initially, each player can only learn certain techniques, but by learning certain key techniques, a player can increase the number of techniques available to him. The required key techniques vary by player. Each time a player learns a key technique, he gains access to a broader range of techniques. I'm not sure I knew that part either. I knew that there were techniques that were better for certain players, or like they were highlighted in a way. I didn't know they opened up other technique possibilities for learning. Anyway. Game modes. 10 games are played during a league season with the winner determined by total points. 3 points are awarded for a win, 1 for a tie. You can press triangle to forfeit a game, but only when your team is losing. Tournaments span 2 to 3 matches. There are no draws, so a match ending with tied scores goes into overtime. You can press triangle to forfeit a game, but only when your team is losing. That could be a good way to cheese experience points, because just like in battle, using your players, having them pass, having them shoot, having them dribble, that's how they gain experience. So if you can keep a game tied and just keep passing along among all your players, I think that's a good way. Anyway, exhibition games are for practice. No experience points are awarded for playing. You can copy techniques in exhibition games. I didn't know that. Did I know that? I might have known that. Press triangle to forfeit if you're down, and that is the end of the tutorial. How are we doing on time? 27. I'm gonna end this. Titus is lounging around in the locker room, bored apparently.
There you are. Someone said they saw Sir Oren in a cafe.
Oren?
Yes, Sir Oren. Let's go find him.
What if we were naked in here, Yuna? It's a locker room.
Hey! The game starts like real soon. You come back quick, yeah?
Hey, I'll be back.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, Waka. You're stiff, man. No, not your face. Just breathe out. Relax.
Okay.
Like this. Just breathe. Yeah.
I too found it funny, ladies.
Maybe now we can find Sir Jekt.
Huh? How?
Sir Oren was also my father's guardian. So, he might know where Sir Jekt is. Let's go now.
It didn't even occur to me to think that the Oren Yuna was talking about and the one that I knew from Xanarkand could be two different people. I don't know why, but I knew it was the same guy. I knew it was the same Oren.
Let's go back in the locker room for a second. Talk to Lulu.
It's crowded out there. Stay close.
Let's save, because this video is long. I didn't expect to go through that entire tutorial, but it's always interesting. Kind of pick things up that you might not have picked up before. And that is unfortunately the end of this video. It's long, 29 minutes, 29 and a half. I'll see y'all next time. Latest on the menge. Remember that line? I think it's I love you, man, from I love you, man. Yeah. Okay, bye.